In a small-town community center where the thermostat was stuck somewhere between sauna and passive-aggressive Thanksgiving dinner, a crowd had gathered with modest hopes. They came for pothole updates, maybe a heated but ultimately forgettable debate about grain subsidies or who was responsible for the town's mysterious third stop sign that leads nowhere. Folding chairs squeaked, paper coffee cups trembled in aged hands, and the occasional cough echoed off the beige cinder block walls. And then, like a politician possessed by the ghost of a Shakespearean doomsayer, Senator Joni Ernst took the stage. She didn't start with the usual pleasantries. There was no, "thank you for coming," or even a pandering anecdote about Iowa cornfields. No, Ernst gripped the microphone, looked out over the sea of expectant Midwesterners, and dropped a bomb so bleak it could have triggered a Cold War siren. We all are going to die. Just like that. No context. No punchline. Just a sentence dropped like a bowling ball into a kiddie pool of confused civic optimism. You could feel the air shift, an audible, "What the hell?" vibrating off the linoleum. One man blinked 3 times before clutching his insulin pump. A woman dropped her banana bread on the floor. Even the local news reporter paused, wondering if they'd accidentally wandered into a funeral for democracy. The silence that followed was not the respectful silence of reflection, but the kind of silence you hear right after someone at a wedding toasts the bride with, "Well, I give it 6 months." Some say the mayor physically winced. Others report a child near the back asked, "Is she talking about zombies?" But Ernst? She didn't flinch. No hesitation. She stood there like a Midwestern oracle, having delivered what she likely thought was profound truth, but what everyone else experienced as a grim reminder of the mortality they were trying to ignore while paying property taxes. Now, most politicians, after casually announcing the end of all things, might offer a policy roadmap, a comforting pivot, or even a forced joke. Not Ernst. She wrapped up the rest of the Q&A with the same steely vibe you'd expect from a farmer explaining to a chicken that, yes, Thanksgiving is personal. But wait, it gets better. Because the real magic happened later that evening, on Twitter, where civility goes to die and political takes go to fester. There, in her official account, Senator Ernst took a flamethrower to any remaining decorum and posted, "To everyone clutching pearls over my, 'We all are going to die,' comment. Spoiler alert, that's called biology. Google it." And just like that, Ernst didn't just double down, she installed floodlights, added stadium seating, and sold t-shirts reading, "Team Inevitable Doom." It was part science lesson, part trolling, and part spiritual slap from a nihilistic gym coach. The reactions were immediate and delicious. Some called it the most honest thing a senator's ever said. Others accused her of weaponizing basic science like a snarky Grim Reaper with a data plan. Her tweet trended for 7 hours under the hashtag Doom with Dignity, and by the next morning, she was immortalized in memes. One had her face over a burning globe with the caption, "She warned you." Another pasted her quote onto a motivational poster, beneath a photo of a funeral. Cable news scrambled like roaches at a light switch. One network praised her for telling it like it is, while another dubbed her Death Czar of Iowa. Late-night hosts couldn't believe their luck. One suggested she be cast as the new host of a rebooted Unsolved Mysteries, Congress edition. A particularly bold TikToker even did a full interpretive dance set to her quote, complete with funeral veils, dramatic lighting, and a biology textbook slowly catching fire in the background. Meanwhile, political opponents seized the moment with the restraint of cats around a fallen rotisserie chicken. One rival quipped, "Senator Ernst says we're all going to die. Yet she still wants us to vote for her. Bold strategy, Cotton." Another suggested her next campaign slogan should be, "Vote Ernst. It doesn't matter anyway." And yet, through all the chaos, there was something weirdly mesmerizing about it. In a world of scripted talking points, calculated empathy, and 1,000 ways to dodge a straight answer, Ernst gave the crowd something unexpected. Raw, unfiltered doom. Was it helpful? No. Was it motivating? Definitely not. But was it honest? In the most brutally awkward way, yes. And as America spiraled through another week of political absurdity, Maybe that moment, that flash of unsettling candor wrapped in Twitter sarcasm, was exactly the jolt we needed. Or maybe she just needs a vacation. Either way, if you see her on stage with a microphone again, consider bringing a therapy dog, and a will.